going through the camera roll, and this deserved a face-to-face, like, we have to talk about this for a second. So if you guys have been following the Instagram stories, you've seen that we've been kind of trying to work on fixing up some outdoor spaces at our house. And my backyard has always been a project. Some of you guys that have been here for a long time might remember way back, gosh, probably 2 years ago, I think, I hosted Mother's Day at my house, and it was the year that we had put in new sod, and the backyard looked so nice and pretty, and the summertime came and all the grass died and the yard looked like shit again. And it's like a complete cycle that happens every single year. So we're trying to be a little more like heat tolerant in finding what we're gonna do with the yard. Nonetheless, it all started with yard work. We were outside, the girls and I, in the evening. We had the music blasting on the speaker, and we're taking care of the yard work for the backyard. As I'm bending down under the trampoline to get something, mind you, I don't see anything. I think it was Michaela that goes, "Is that bees?" And right as she says it, I start to hear the buzzing, and I look up and I was like, holy. This was literally the most bees I have ever seen in one spot in real life in person. So I'm like, is that a beehive? Like, did they make something there? So I'm calling my husband, and there's a pincher bug that just decided to make an appearance on top of the camera. I'm calling Hubs. I'm trying to tell him that if this is something we have to get rid of on our own, like we need some kind of bee spray now. Don't even come home without something to get rid of these damn bees. So I'm like, I don't know what to do. I feel like there's bugs on me now. Anyways, needless to say, we took some pictures and I showed it to him, and he's like, honey, no. You don't want to mess with that thing. But he said that it was like a bee ball, basically, which was just the bees kind of camping out to hide their queen until they take off to find a permanent home. So my thing is, we have a lemon tree, we have a peach tree, and then my best friend Google, who knows everything, also said that they can make their homes in those little circle holes and like crevices of the house. So last thing that I need was for this thing to migrate from the trampoline to a tree inside of our backyard. Pretty much everything on the internet said that it was possible, that they were just stopping for a few minutes and to give it a little bit of time and see if they're gonna leave on their own. I gave it until the next morning. I said if it was there the next morning when we woke up, we were calling whoever the heck the bee people are, and they've got to come and get this thing out of the yard.
Okay, today around, let's see, around 9 and 10.
Okay, fine.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, all right.
Alrighty, well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
So we're calling the bee people, the beekeepers, to come and get this massive, yes we are, to come and get this massive hive of bees, ball of bees.
Away!
They'll be here, yeah, to get it away. So they'll be here in like 2 hours.
Yeah, so forgive like the dirt and lack of landscaping in my backyard. We went out to clean yesterday because the dog got into our trash box and drug cans and bottles and trash all over the yard. And then that's when we seen the beehive. Thank you, Preston.
You look like the bee busters.
You gonna put them in the bucket?
Yeah.
They're not gonna fly away?
No, when I put the queen inside,
They're gonna go inside. The smoke put them to sleep.
Yeah, you
Do you know what kind of bees they are? Are they just honeybees?
yeah, it's honey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So eventually they all run to the beat, to the queen.
Where is the queen now?
No, I say the queen is inside, right?
Yeah,
So eventually they go to the queen.
yeah, yeah.
That's crazy.
Okay, yeah.
They came in like quick yesterday. Like,
Yeah. Oh, yesterday?
yeah. He took the queen with him.
Oh my gosh. Did it real quick. That was a hot mess. Well, he did a great job, so they were the beekeepers out in the Inland Empire. They'll leave.
It's there because they confused, they don't know where to go.
So if you ever happen to come across a big bee ball like that in your life, understand that they could just be camping out, but you don't want them to find a permanent home. And I think the reality of this one is it's better to have called the people to come and get it than to be concerned that it was going to go somewhere else. Although I could have probably waited a day longer, but we have kids, we want to go outside. We've all been on quarantine, you know. The outside is completely and utterly necessary for these kids in this house. So I couldn't have anything obstructing their playtime. Anyways, you guys, thanks for stopping by, and I will see you guys in the next video.